The epicenter of the sports world, Toronto, Ontario. A gorgeous, newsworthy Sunday in the 6, where the hope here at least is that the Raptors will win in 5. The scene has shifted back east with the Raptors holding a 3-1 series advantage, a first ever title won on international soil, or a comeback for the ages. Either way, we are set up for a historic conclusion to the NBA season. Game Time live at the finals presented by YouTube TV with 3D. Dennis Scott, the NBA champion, Steve Smith. I'm Jared Greenberg. Thanks for being with us here from Scotiabank Arena, where Game 5 will be played on Monday night. The Golden Dynasty facing elimination. The storyline, though, that continues to dominate this NBA Finals is the status of Kevin Durant. He hasn't played in a month and a day since injuring his right calf against Houston in Game 5 of the second round. While his status for Game 5 is still unknown, Steve Kerr did deliver what appeared to be good news earlier on Sunday.
He'll practice with us today, and he'll get some extra work in with some of our younger players, and we'll gauge it from there.
Are you more hopeful than you have been the last couple of days?
Yeah, because he hasn't done what he's going to do today. He hasn't done. So he's doing more today, and then we'll know more after that.
Having another powerful weapon out there that can do some very dynamic things on the floor, and we'll be able to adjust and transition pretty smoothly. He's been in plenty of finals and has played well, and no matter what percentage he's at, I'm sure he'll be impactful and effective out there.
That was prior to practice. Here's some exclusive footage from after practice with Kevin Durant walking out of Scotiabank Arena after reportedly, according to the team, getting onto the court to practice for the first time since his injury. Dennis Scott, Steve Smith, what do we think? Is Kevin Durant going to suit up and play while the Warriors face elimination Monday night?
My gut feeling is no, he will not play. Just listening to Steve Kerr, and once again, we've been saying it since the final start. It's hard to simulate 2-on-2, 3-on-3, and throwing him out in the fire trying to guard Kawhi Leonard or chasing Danny Green around. But with that being said, Smitty, if he were to dress up, yes, it would be exciting. They'll get a little boost. But there's no way it's a month and 1 day, Jared, to get the number right, a month and 1 day off. There's no way you can come back and be the Kevin Durant we know.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. I don't think he'll be the Kevin Durant that we've accustomed to seeing. And I am with 3D. I don't think my gut feeling says he's playing, but it's good to see him at least getting a chance to walk around and play. If this can extend, maybe you get a chance to get him 6, maybe you get a chance to get him 7. But do they miss him? For sure. Are they a better team without Kevin Durant? No. But here's a guy right now, if he's able to go 60, 70%, he's still a guy who can flat out shoot the basketball. And I think defensively he's a guy who can help them. But right now it doesn't look like it, in my opinion, even though we got a chance to see him walk out, he practiced. I still my gut feeling saying he's not playing, Jared.
What now, we obviously, as you said, don't know to what level he is ready to go if indeed they do suit him up. But if he's thrown out there, how does that change the way this team has been playing? And again, we have no idea, Smitty, how healthy he is.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest part is how healthy he is, how long can he go, would he be on the minutes restriction? But I know the offensive end, he can flat out shoot the basketball.
That's right.
You got to account for him. He's one of those guys, you talking about spacing, whether he can just stand there, he's not going a lot of one-on-one. Defensively, he knows how to play. He's bought into what they're doing. He's blocked shots. He can switch. I think the biggest thing is how much can he go? How much has he been doing? And I think right now they know that even before this game, 3D, how much they can use him if he does play.
Steve Kerr talked about it's his first walkthrough since the semifinals. Right. So now you're saying, is he physically ready to rotate? We've been talking about the Warriors' defense being not that good here in the finals. Well, if he's on the floor, to your point, Smitty, does Steve Kerr feel comfortable enough to put him in some of those scenarios defensively where he has to rotate from one side of the floor back to the paint and then possibly protect the rim? So I'm not sure about that, Jared.
Not trying to make any excuses here for the Warriors. They have plenty of veterans who have been through all sorts of adversity. But how much of a distraction, 3D, do you think this has been on a daily basis, asking, is he or isn't he playing? And if he's not, why?
I think it's distraction because guys want to come into practice every day and games every day and prepared to play. I think we all would agree that maybe if the Warriors would came out and say, hey, this injury is a little more serious than possible, we're shutting him down until he shows us something differently. But we're talking about the finals. We're talking about Steve Kerr, who's been in this stage many times, so they want to keep hope alive and see if he can come back.
You know, unfortunately, they've been to the finals 5 straight years, and we said how much will they have left? Will injuries creep in? Well, they have. Klay Thompson, Looney, Cousins, Andre Iguodala, Kevin Durant. We've all talked about them, and also Stephen Curry.
They're
all banged up, and so I think that's been the topic of discussion throughout this entire playoffs or this finals is who's healthy enough to play and when will they play, how will they play, how much. It has been a distraction for the Warriors.
So stay with us. We'll continue to update you as soon as we gather more information about Kevin Durant's right calf, whether he's able to play or not. The Warriors still facing elimination Monday night with the tip-off just after 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 Pacific. Even though the Warriors have never been down 3-1 in the finals, they have been down 3-1 in a playoff series a couple of years ago against OKC in the Western Conference Finals.